Hello everybody, it's Paul Neeson with the Raw Life Health Show, and today we have one of my favorite fruits. I always say that, but all fruits are my favorite fruits. We have persimmons, and persimmons are, I would say, one of the sweetest fruits out there. And when a persimmon, there's different varieties. Some persimmons you can eat hard, but a lot of people that do eat persimmons or try them, they don't really like them because they'll bite into a persimmon that is one of the varieties that are not to be eaten hard, and it tastes like chalk. As a matter of fact, that's one of the problems with most fruits and vegetables. People consume them unripe, and when they do that, they do not have a good flavor. But if you wait to the right stage, this is one of the most delicious things you will ever put in your mouth. And basically, today we're talking about this persimmon, which is a Hygeia persimmon. Now, they have persimmons, a Fuyu persimmon, that are smaller, and you can't eat those hard like an apple, and they are sweet. But these persimmons, these Hygeia persimmons, you have to wait till they get soft. Here's the problem. I bought these persimmons in the store, and they're not getting soft. And it's been over 3 weeks they're not getting soft. But here's the trick. I put them in the freezer to freeze them just hard the way they are. And when they thaw out, they get soft. And this is how you are to eat a persimmon. It's just soft like this. It's so soft to touch, where literally I could stick a straw in here and suck out the juice. That's how soft they are. I do not need a knife to cut this open, but just to show you, I'm going to cut it open and give you an idea. That is a ripe persimmon. It's so soft to the touch. It's so soft to the touch. And so if you get a persimmon in a store like this, you know, and it's not ripening, stick it in the freezer, take it out the next morning and let it thaw out, and then it's like this. And what the cold does, the cold mimics the cold weather. That's persimmon season. And they really do, when there's a frost outside, that's when they get ripe on the tree. Now, these persimmons aren't the biggest ones. They do come bigger than this, and some varieties come even bigger, but true wild persimmons on a tree come smaller than this. Most fruit is very small, and for a reason. You know, our Creator doesn't want us to overeat, and most fruit doesn't have a lot of meat on it. It's just mostly seed. And but as we hybridize things over the year, we make them big and sweet, and so for selling it. And these things are picked unripe, and that's why they're having issues. But in nature, if I had a tree outside and I was living in a colder environment where they grow well, I would wait for them to get ripe on a tree and then take them off and eat them. Or in some fruits, wait till they fall on the floor before I particularly eat them and get them. That's the best way, tree ripened fruit. So I just wanted to give you another example of the many different varieties of different fruits and vegetables out there in the world that so many people just pass them by. Fruits and vegetables are more than the apples and bananas. One of the questions I get often here at Raw Life Health Show is, isn't it boring to eat a vegetarian diet or eat a raw food diet? And yes, if you're going to stick to apples and bananas, it can be very boring. But if you're going to go and find the different fruits that are out there and realize you could taste a different variety of all the different fruits out there, and for the rest of your life, taste a new one. That's how many are out there. Mangoes, bananas, there's over 100 varieties of each of these by themselves. And they each have different flavors and different tastes. So you don't have to limit yourself. And if you do limit yourself, life is boring. But if you don't limit yourself, life is exciting. So do not limit yourself. Go to a local international market. Find some fruits and vegetables that you've never seen before and buy them and taste them and try them. And make sure they're ripe. Look up on the internet how to eat them and how to know when they're ripe and so on. And you'll see a big difference, all right? But today we're talking about persimmons. And me growing up in Brooklyn, New York, nobody gave me a lesson on persimmons. I didn't even eat a mango until I was over 20 years old, because nobody told me about mangoes when I was growing up in New York. And the ones that I finally did eat weren't even sweet until I actually got to taste them right off a tree in a more tropical climate when somebody told me about them. Yes, growing up, I've never had a fruit right off the tree. We didn't do that where we lived. But now I desire and I eat most of my fruits right off the tree if I can. And now I went back to Brooklyn where I used to live, and I found a whole bunch of fig trees all over the place that had figs on them, growing on them, that were always there. I just didn't know what to look for. And a lot of people don't know what they are, or they don't think they're edible, because I go to parks in Brooklyn, I see mulberries on the trees. You shake the tree, put a sheet under there, and you get a whole bunch of mulberries. Figs growing on trees. And there's so much stuff growing there, but I didn't know. And then I did some research, and I found out that the part of Brooklyn where I used to live used to be a whole bunch of fig farms. So one or two of the fig trees remained. And it's just a really beautiful thing to see old fruit trees that are still fruiting and to know about it. And so many people are scared. You're going to eat food from a tree? Yes, that's how we were designed to do. That's what we were designed to do. So I just wanted to show you that. And here's just another example. If you can't get them on a tree, get them from your supermarket, but get them, taste them, and enjoy the varieties of life. Okay? This is Paul Neeson with the Raw Life Health Show. Put your comments and questions below the video. Have a great day and a great raw life.
Nature's wealth, good for your health. This is the Raw Life Health Show. Raw Life, brighten up your life.